ruined.
And so now we're live. All this suffering comes with
Gas.
of all. We'll move right into things. Like today.
Woohoo.
It's about as tasty as my orange juice. Alright, so want to give us that fancy recap?
Well, I can recap my own stuff as per usual. I can
Fair
never
enough.
remember what happens with other players, because I don't notate what they're doing, but that is fine. So, last session, Emil went to the club to try and feed a little bit more than from his ghoul companion. Also because she can't, take that sort of, we'll call it abuse, constantly.
No one could, I mean, to be fair, so.
Yeah. Well, it didn't go exactly as planned. Ran into another vampire. Claire incapacitated a few people with her new ghoulish strength. Emil didn't take too kindly to this. To make matters worse, Doran showed up as well. He wasn't too thrilled about that. And now, both Esmeralda and Doran are bothering him at work. Even more unsatisfied with this result.
It does sound like a bad time.
Yeah. To make matters worse, apparently some rogue vampires, that's what he likes to call them, known as the Bali, are causing fires and the like, soon to sacrifice orphanages to try and do some dastardly deed, more than likely summoning Satan or some shit. They're demon worshippers, and this was told to Emil by Doran, who of which have been looking into this matter for maybe 1 or 2 days, due to Frank now being off the case of the werewolf issue, to his relief.
It's like a vacation. It's always important.
Yeah, it's good for one's mental state. And as for that, that's all I have. That's all I remember.
I mean, compared to last time, it's a lot better. I mean, last time you just passed.
Yeah, no recollection of the entire session.
Sounds like it was a good night.
Had a hangover too. It was great. At least I think I had one.
So, who would like to staff tonight, since Ed suffering a case of
Healthiest disease, actually.
gotta pay them bills somehow? Yeah.
Indeed.
Let's see what Emil will do.
Okay. So, Emil is currently sat in the break room, contemplating his next courses of action. He does this for the rest of his entire break, and then makes his first decision. He begins to seek out his superior, Captain Nick.
Okay. So you find Nick. He's in his office. It's not really that hard for you to guess. He's a pretty diligent worker, despite his shady connections.
I knock on the door as I enter.
And you can hear him. He's like, enter.
I do so. Sir,
He looks up.
something has come to my attention.
He's like,
It is rather immediate. He closes the door. Or rather, I close the door.
sets his stuff down. Like, oh, do tell.
Yes, well, no easy way to put this. I need to take off work tomorrow because, well, there has been something that has come up recently that needs to be dealt with very swiftly.
He just arches. Being more clear on that?
I hesitate for a bit, kind of unsure as to whether or not I should share this information, but he does so anyways. Well, to put things simply, it would seem as though a group of vampires are beginning to do something rather heinous. I would let your superior know that they are, well, behind arson attempts. Well, not much attempts, more so successes, burning down multiple buildings, soon to burn down orphanages as well, in order to do something rather huge, ominous. I'm not sure what it is, but it is not good. If it's any consolation, I suppose telling you that they are forming a form of pentagram would be something significant. Forming a pentagram with these fires.
He's like, do you have any proof of this?
Let me see. Oh yes, Dorn actually left me a stack of paper, I think. So, he recalls this and goes, yes, give me just a moment. So I exit the room, I go to my desk, go to the folder that I placed all of these documents in, return, and just slap them on the desk, right there. There's your evidence, sir.
He opens it up, and for a few minutes you don't see like any expressions, you just, or Riley always has on his face, and you just see his eyes go wide, and he's like, oh.
Yeah. That's
like,
not good.
He's like, it's no wonder no one noticed this. He starts going through it, and he's like, these fires are years apart, so no one would have even began to suspect anything other than be the same culprit, but kind of purpose thing. It's usually the watch thing.
Right. Well, I'm unsure of their intentions, but I truly believe that it must be stopped as soon as possible, and I would let your master know of this as well.
He's like, and so you think that prevent this, or?
I believe I have a way, but that's going to take the entirety of tomorrow to see if I'm able to do so.
He's like, alright. Like, well, it's kind of hard for me to tell you no on that. Do what you need to do. He's like, covered it. Not gonna be anything gonna make me come to you that.
Right. For now, that is all. I'll try to keep you updated. You have my number. I believe I have yours.
Yes.
And yes, I'll be going.
Right,
I'll be continuing my shift, of course, but I leave the office.
Alright. So, office, and I'm assuming you resume your shift.
Yes, trying to be as focused as possible despite the current circumstances.
Like, fighting satanic vampires is perfectly normal.
Finish that shit, boy. Hell yeah.
It's just Tuesday. So, I guess in that case, we'll see what Doran's up to.
Dorn will wake up and probably head straight towards his sire's place to see what she learned.
Alright. So you head over to your sire's of residence. And she's just sitting there drinking a cup. Like, oh, evening.
Good evening, lady. You learned anything from the thing we talked about yesterday?
He feigns ignorance. She's like, thing? What thing?
Our little demonic problem.
She's She's like, oh, yes, that... Well, so far, from what I can gather, no one's noticed anything. At least as far as activity. And since we can't really prove that these are, in fact, the Bali, and not just some, you know, pretenders doing something, it's gonna be hard to actually prove to the others of the Camarilla that acted that.
Right. Well, I have requested to see the person in court, or person who was in prison today. I believe I'm gonna go see him. See what
Okay.
I can gather from him. I may go to some of these orphanages to see what I can find out.
Okay.
I'll gather the info that's most likely needed for this. If it's fake, should I destroy them or just leave them?
Do what judgment sees fit best.
Right.
There's certainly no... But they are dangerous, like anything in large. There's... We might even be able to mitigate them.
Right.
But if you feel it's too much of a risk, I will trust your judgment.
I'll see what I can do during them. I'll take my leave then. And Doran will head towards Frank to head to the police station.
Alright, so you head out of half an hour to get there. With no real trouble at all.
Mm-hmm. I go over to... I'm guessing I have to report that I've seen the prisoner, right? To the front desk person? Yeah. Or would I have to go through the captain?
Well, you would already have an appointment at that point, so you
Yeah.
would just... for the appointment itself.
Alright. So me and Frank heads towards the room. I'm guessing I walk past Amel
Yeah.
working.
Wave high.
Screams internally.
He didn't make eye contact, he's just staring at his... taking down notes.
I'll stop behind Amel. I'm like, would you want to join? Or would you want to continue working?
I kind of look at my current work and try to see if I'm ahead at all.
I'm ahead by weeks.
Hire all over again. Jesus.
Emil shrugs and gets up.
That lack of the ability to feel actual human exhaustion anymore that turns out makes you the best thing for capitalism. You never take sick days either. It's the weirdest thing.
It'll be okay. They don't suspect a thing. 100%.
Yeah. If you want to tag along, you know that you could easily do it. Every other putting the people with tenure in here.
Yep, I get up and follow.
All right, so you follow him, go down to the other side of the offices. Set you up. About 10 minutes later, they bring in prisoner. Cells and for security purposes, individual has to be kept in one of the jail cells instead of like in.
That's fine.
And that they will have an officer stand by at all times.
Alright.
So you get brought into the jail cell. Guy's in there. He's in a straight jacket too. Beyond the handcuffs, he's in a straight jacket too. Sitting in the chair, and he looks at you too.
I look at it. I'm like, a lot for arson, to be honest.
He doesn't say anything. He just keeps staring at you very intensely.
It's cute. Yeah. Surely he's unstable, so probably the correct course of action.
Maybe.
As soon as you say unstable, he just offs. He's like,
Alright, Mr. Douglas. Doran will take a seat wherever.
yeah, there's 2 chairs. There's good
So,
cop, bad cop.
What you want to know?
I'm the neutral cop.
Ruining the fun.
I strongly have no opinions.
Fine. Frank will be the good cop. So, Mr. Douglas, I have a few questions about your arson reports.
Just there, and he's like,
So, it seems that you had an alibi for a couple of these. I want to know, what exactly did you see when these places burned?
it's there for a moment. And kind of looks like he's just thing. There, he's just like, green everywhere.
Green. They just randomly appeared?
No, it's just everywhere.
So,
Everywhere.
I see.
All you remember was fire. Or rather, the green.
Green's all.
Just thought of something, but we'll save that for later.
Ah, shit. Okay. I was trying to see my silence of death thing real quick. It's centered on me. Low said.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna begin using Auspex here. I'm gonna try and detect his aura, if at all
Okay.
possible.
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and roll for that.
Why don't I have the book up? Oh no. Here it is. Aha, okay. Time to fail. Here we go.
Well,
First
I
roll of
believe
the
in you.
night.
I guess just pop that window out.
Might be a good idea.
Eh.
Nah.
No one made any rolls yet. That's not a big deal.
Nope.
Ooh.
God damn it.
Allow me to.
Nothing.
This man's in a straight jacket.
You see, can of tuna.
Ooh. That's a
Pricey.
very spicy aura you got there, buddy.
Frank, put that up.
Write that down, Frank.
He's armed and dangerous.
Okay.
The aura you see around the guy, the flecks of orange. What you're used to, you've used this ability enough. Colors is bright itself. You know that to identify as a human. And he does have that. You also notice he's got. You see a lot of color. The light green, the gray, brown, black,
Oh
the
my.
other one. A little bit. Like in between, like a number.
Eh.
Not only that, but you see like it's hard for you to describe it, but it's static like a panel on a T. These are all intermingled among.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. He sees that this man is feeling many things at this point in time, and he simply says, well, he's certainly not what we think he is.
Right.
So, I believe him to be innocent.
So Douglas, can you tell me anything about the Dolson group?
He's
All right. What's this? I can sense motive this. Whatever.
yeah. So the equivalent for a sense motive is going to be a perception, and a empathy, and it's going to be a inner difficulty of 6.
I'm gonna use a willpower for one.
Sure.
Ooh, shoot.
You know.
You know, there's no need to lie to me right now.
Yeah. Moment. Eyes shift at the guard. And where you guys are sitting, if you imagine the table in front of you, it's him on one side, you guys obviously on the side, and then the jail cell is left, and your guys' guard standing right outside of it. Back to you guys. But you can clearly see him at the guard.
I look at Frank when he does this.
Frank pulls out a pen for all 4 of you to see. Says, "Don't trust the guard?" ? And he puts it and twists it around, pushes it in front of down. He
I look at Mel, right?
Mm.
And I whisper to him. I'm like, get what you can. I'm gonna do something.
right like a horse. Can of two is spooky.
I feel a mixture of emotions, mostly dread at the moment.
I also tell the same thing to Frank. Write down anything you need. You can ask any questions.
Yeah.
I get up towards the jail cell. I would try to walk out, right?
Uh-huh.
And I will angle myself and be like non-suspicious and all that.
Yeah.
And silence to death the guard without getting everyone in the room.
You want to just put the silence of death around where he's at?
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing there's like a water fountain or something nearby. Or...
There's a water fountain down at the end of the hall.
Yeah.
It does affect a area. But other than that, it doesn't have a way to contract its that area. So if you wanted to anything, it supposedly you learn to balance a location rather than circumference that follows that. So are you gonna stand by the guard the whole time, or
Silence the location rather than circumference. So I could silence this room in general.
yeah, if you used it, it would silence the entire thing. No one would be able to. Basically, it's the way it works is that no sound occurs inside that zone. Those sounds that are outside that area of effect can be heard by anyone in it. So like if you sat down back at the table and you had it activated on you, Douglas, Frank, Emil, all of you guys talking, none of it would be heard at all, and you guys wouldn't be able to hear each other. However, if, like, let's say someone down the hallway yelled out thing, you would be able to hear that into the sound. Like, it would encompass all four of you and the guard right now as it stands. It doesn't specify in the rules, but for clarity's sake, is that it won't go through walls. You wouldn't be able to like, lean against a wall and then like the adjacent to it also be affected.
Right. Never mind. Scratch my idea real quick.
Doing
No,
good
go
stuff
for it.
and
It'll be
then
fine.
turns back around.
It'd be a great time.
Never mind.
What if the guard has it all along?
I scooched a can closer to him.
Rub the street jacket man against the guard with his
Real
tuna
close and be
aura.
like, "Did you know there's dolphin in here?"
No, I go to. I whisper to Frank, I'm like, can you get rid of the guard for a bit? See what we can do here.
Hope you're not talking to me.
Frank.
Oh,
Good.
Frank. Oh, you want Frank to do it? Frank looks around. He just nods his head and basically more or less whispers that he's going to see what he can do. So he gets up, walks outside of the jail cell, and he shuts it behind him. And he looks at the guard and he's like, "You drink at all?" Duty. Last, he's like, question. Guard looks at me. He's like, "Yeah, I do." And he pulls out his flask and hands it to him. The guy takes a swig, it back to him, grab a bite to eat. But wait on them. And he's like, "They gonna be all right in there?" And he's like, "Yeah, they're both trained." All right, screw it. He's in a straitjacket anyway. What's it gonna hurt? So Frank and him walk off.
Damn.
The worst police officer I've ever seen in my life.
Honestly. Security, my ass. What?
I look at him and I'm like, you work with this man?
Emil's
I
right
don't
now.
like him either.
He's getting fired. The poor work ethic.
Is that the guy that's getting fired soon? Or one of them?
No.
He soon will be.
That in-house politics.
Oh, once I notice those two are gone, I look at Mr. Douglas. I'm like, so, tell me what you know.
Guy will watch the guard walk away, looking to watch to see if he's. As soon as he sees him, like, feel free to ask that question again.
Dawson Group. What do you know about him? Don't lie to me.
Takes a deep breath and he's like, Wilson Root. Or why I'm in.
Yeah, had a suspicion they put you in here.
I used to do, and eventually became a loose end, I guess, at least. So I knew too much, did too many. Guess they tried to silence me, setting me up.
What sort of jobs did you do? Wasn't arson?
No.
Okay.
Delivered packages. I don't. Part of my pay was to.
Did you deliver these packages to the locations that got burned down?
Yeah. A couple of jobs. First time I thought it was just coincidence. Third time, that's when they had me taken in.
I just want to know how they got you for the last fire a year ago.
I think that answer's pretty simple. Got friends in high places.
Let's see.
Money to buy some.
Very interesting. And very.
Lawyer, a couple brats. Or they can make it go away.
Mm-hmm. So you don't know much about them outside of they did this to you and all that.
I know they don't deal in legal.
Right.
I'd wager half of everything is ill-gotten.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Any questions about?
None so far.
Well, this group is being a nuisance to the city, it seems.
Actually, I think I have a question. Why ally yourselves with them?
I needed the money.
Figured.
I'd
Money
lost my
can-
job and hire me. Couldn't find work anymore. Guy contacted me after layoff and can find you. Hey, where they go? Have to worry anymore.
Once it started getting sketchy, as you said, you didn't really feel incentivized to leave.
I couldn't find work. I kept trying just in case once I started. Same time.
Do you know where they are now?
Yeah, I know.
Are they safe?
Yeah.
You sound very reassuring.
They can't be harmed.
Interesting.
Be like a faint, like he goes off in the distance in his eyes.
So outside of just delivering all of this and all that, that was too much info for them, so they had to get rid of you.
I assume they all did,
Screen.
but I
Right.
purposely kept my head down for that reason. I guess joke. At least if I had seen more, I had more leverage.
Right.
And then, if it was that sensitive, they couldn't have just offed you.
Maybe. That was the case. Presidents say things do it all the time. Why not a bunch of high-class socialites with enough money?
Zach, is there a? I'm guessing I have like his records or something in front of me.
Yeah, you got a copy of his records. They provided it before the interview, like going down the hall, handed it off to you.
Does he have a bill?
He does.
I'm guessing super expensive, right?
If you guessed anything below 7 digits, he'd be incorrect.
I looked at the money. I'm like, oof, a lot more than what I have right now.
Yeah, you look at it and you're like, ugh. Ugh.
My wallet.
If only if I finished that one mission, maybe.
I'd like to sell all of Gibraltar, please. the GDP of Tasmania, favor. But yeah, you can tell that he's not going anywhere. And his sentence was pretty. They threw the book at him.
They threw all of the books at him.
The whole library.
That's what, 8 stories or something?
Yeah. Children's section and all.
Damn.
Not the children.
Anything but them.
They got burned down.
It was book fair day too.
Shit.
It was Scholastic books.
Oh, God. Now I'm triggered. Anyways.
Yes, anyways. Yeah, you know he's not going anywhere anytime soon unless something drastic was brought to evidence, something and to the public, something that couldn't be ignored.
So who was the one that hired you? Exactly.
I don't know his name.
You know anyone from within Solsinger? Other than, I'm guessing, that guard.
Or perhaps what they look like.
Honestly, I don't know who that guard is. Got enough to probably have me watch.
Right.
You see how that worked out for you. Considering your watchman left.
Frank's
Nice.
really good with people, if you didn't notice.
He's a people person. Got a tough exterior, but he's got a heart of gold. He's nothing like me.
Well, is there any more information you would like to share before this meeting is done?
Looks at both of you and he's like, I'd quit while you're at.
I'd love to, but I believe I'm already too far in.
No, you're still alive. If the last two guys pan out well.
I
First
see.
one to come poking.
Don't worry about that. I got friends in high places as well.
He just smirked.
Do you have any recollection of what your employers looked like? Any physical description of the people you worked with?
Like, yeah. Like, you and paper, I can.
You need a straight jacket.
Be an amateur. Gray jacket.
I give Emil a slight glance. I walk over and undo one hand.
Okay, so you let arm free. And he indicates he's like, I'm right-handed.
Yep.
Right hand out. He stretches for a second. He hand out for the pen.
I hand a pen over.
Stabs you in the heart. No, he takes the pen.
Oh, he knew.
It's a wooden pen.
Damn.
That's a stick.
Who brought this wood? Who brought this fucking wood?
Pen.
I'm gonna kill you, Frank.
Curses. So he takes the pen and he takes the paper that you give him and he starts sketching.
I'm over here like I pull out just a dagger. I'm just like juggling it between my hands and all that. Gotta buy some time.
He spends about 10 minutes doing the sketch. And he's even thorough enough, even though it's a pen, he like does like arrow lines to indicate things like hair color, eye color. Both of you give me a perception and what's an alert roll.
Perception and alert.
Difficulty of 5 for Emil and 7 Doran.
Am I looking at something?
Actually,
I don't think it matters, but
actually, sorry, take it back. It's not gonna be perception. It's gonna be go with intelligence and
intelligence and alertness. Okay, interesting. Same roll, but difficulty 5. Here we go. Hey,
Hey.
I'm smart as hell.
there you go.
Doran's like, meh. He's too busy juggling the knife right now.
He's into it.
It's his thing. He's like do. So the second you look and you see everything, Emil, it clicks instant. Claire's dad.
Oh no.
You
This.
immediately remember his face perfectly from the picture book in her apartment that you found.
Emil has a look of neutrality and a subtle dread.
You know this person, Emil?
Plot twist.
I do.
Good. More people to that question.
Go ahead and give me a Emil, give me give me what would be a good roll for
Something that'll cripple me. Let's do it.
yeah.
No.
Let's go
Firearms.
Give me a charisma and expression roll.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Maintain your composure.
It's not bad. Yeah, I got this. I do this all the time.
I need you chill. We gotta kill some
Okay.
demonic vampires soon. Calm down.
I just want to see if his facial reaction would give away any.
No, neutral as fuck.
Yep. Neutral. Till that can of tuna comes out.
Sorry, right next to me, so I don't-
He's worried.
It's a clearly a bumblebee tuna can, of course. Only the finest of tuna. Douglas just looked at you both. Hope you don't have any.
I'd imagine that he'll be okay.
Actually, Doran, give me a perception and alertness check. Difficulty of go with a standard 6.
I use a willpower.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Ooh. You glance back down through his file and you flip through a couple pages, just go think of anything else you might want to ask him, and that's when you notice the case report. Wife and kids are dead.
I figured that out. I mean, yeah. They were safe. They can't be harmed. I mean, they fucking dead, so...
So, I look at him, I'm like, I gotta find what their names are again.
Yeah.
Like, Douglas. Is your last name Summers? You said your family's safe?
They are now.
I see. Seems that, very unfortunate. Sorry.
Like, he just lets out a long sigh.
I go over there and place his arm back into the straight dragon, so nothing looks like
He doesn't resist.
anything happened. Yeah, I was about to suplex him through his table if he didn't.
The people's elbow.
Mm-hmm. All right, I believe that's everything for me. UMO.
Emile's just kind of silent right now, trying to process everything that's going on. And out of character, I need to clarify some things.
Yeah, sure.
So, this Summers family. This was the family that also died in the fires due to, or that was related to Claire's ex's family, yes?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Now I remember.
Okay, so
I look.
this guy is either a missing family member or someone's names are mixed up.
Yep.
Or it's all just a turn of phrase for him.
I looked at him like, do you know a Daniel Crawford?
Like, yeah.
What's your relations with him?
You can just see him kind of clam up for a moment. You can see the wheels just turning and turning, thinking about it. Eventually he, like, I used to work with him.
He was a baker like you, or work with you with the Dolson group?
Both.
Interesting. And what's the outside of that? What's your relations with him? Because he may be in some trouble.
His association with me in general means he's all been in trouble. Hoping that I know where to find him.
No, just your relationship with him in general, other than a coworker. So I believe I know where he is.
Say we were friends.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other questions you have for me?
Did anything happen to him? Like to you, or?
No, he shakes his head and he's like, thought he was dead at one point. Shot him in the head. Not dead.
No.
He looks at you. Probably know why.
Do you know what?
I think he goes. One of the few things I've never figured out. This whole thing.
Very strange.
Dawson Group probably knows too why he did. Why they killed his family.
Killed his family. This group is something else.
Yeah, they sound like a nice bunch of people, don't they?
The greatest. People I want to hang out with 24/7.
Definitely the kind of people you want. Association.
Yeah. Yes, it seems that he is fine for now, if you still have any feelings towards him as a friend. Which, personally, I don't know why. Or how he's alright. Since you said you got shot in the head.
Yeah, he did.
I'm over here thinking now. Welcome. Jump back.
Fucking internet. Okay.
Where'd you cut out from?
3 minutes. There was a bit of a silence. I don't really know. It was an oddly timed silence too, which is strange. So
Really nothing other than, pretty sure you heard he saw him shot Robert in the head.
no, I did not hear that.
Oh, well, someone shot Robert in the head. Or not Robert. Yeah, Robert. No, Daniel.
Daniel. I was like, who the fuck is Robert?
Thing is, last name Robert.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Apparently, Dawson Group shot him in the head, but he's still alive. He doesn't know why. We know why, but
Uh-huh. Well, there are cases as to where a bullet can miss vital nerves in one's brain. Very slim chance of him living, but...
Is that what you said out loud?
Yes.
He turns to you and he's like, that's a good point. But I do have one. I don't think that's the case.
Do tell.
I don't think a shotgun mouth is something new.
Shotguns do blow the head off, yes.
That's an understatement.
As Dorn's like sitting, patting his sawed off.
Like, besides, even if it did miss all points somehow, how would he have no scars? No sign of any injury.
He does have a scar from the pictures we've seen.
Like, oh, you mean the one on his jaw?
Mm-hmm.
That
What's
wasn't
that
from
there?
that. He had that before that.
This man's a rugged man.
And out of character, was he present during this occurrence? Or did no one ask that yet?
Presence during what? Which?
Was Douglas there when Daniel got his head blown off?
Yeah, I think he said he's seen it.
Yeah, he said that he
okay.
was there when it happened.
Okay. Emil says, well, perhaps.
There's a god after all, then.
I don't want to proclaim insanity here, but only likely case. Could have been a mere hallucination, induced by stress. Not uncommon.
Very likely.
The fact of the matter is, the man is alive, and has been.
Do you have any questions for Daniel if you've seen him outside of how he looked?
No.
You guys ended poorly, I'm guessing. Last time you seen each other, outside of him being shot.
Assume that he thinks that I'm set him up.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
And I'm guessing you didn't, right?
Of course not.
Just gotta make sure.
Not the great person, but definitely not. I would partake of. I have my own family.
Right.
Well, I believe there's nothing more to discuss. Not for me, anyway.
Seems that I'm good for now as well. We'll see if we can solve this and get you out.
Out might not be possible, unfortunately.
Right.
But we will find answers. Hopefully that will grant some form of satisfaction for you. As opposed to simply rotting away in a cell for not knowing exactly why.
Shrugs a little. You can basically tell that he needed about
Mm-hmm.
for a long time.
Yep. Emil gets up and proceeds out of the cell.
I will Guessing Paige Frank. Bring him back in.
Buzz.
Only halfway down the block. Ah, damn it.
Yeah, he eventually makes. Like so, how'd it go?
You got some answers. I stayed in the cell until the guard and all of them came back.
Yeah.
I get up. I'm like, it's nice talking to you, Douglas.
Like. Likewise.
I get up and walk out. I'm like, let's go, Frank.
Like, all right.
Hope you got you something to eat as well.
He just smiled. Of course I did.
Good. Thank you for taking care of the officer.
Like, yeah, no problem. That's what I'm here for.
I go over to the mill. I'm like, thank you for being present here. I'm sure you have more questions than answers we gotten from him. Let me know if you found out anything.
Of course.
And as he says, be careful.
Mo continues on his way.
Get back to work.
But also kind of not really, since he's weeks ahead, apparently. Spending
you
the
do
rest
your
of his
way.
shift thinking.
I am going to Frank's office so I can relay all the info we learned.
Okay. So, you're back with no problem at all.
Mm-hmm.
So Frank sits down. He's like, in character.
Yes. Innocent. But he's very lost, defeated, so to speak.
Like, yeah.
Those two females that we investigated on our last job, or my last mission?
Like, yeah.
Yep, that was his family.
Like, Frank's just like, oh. Well, that
And that dog problem, he knows him as well.
like, well, this is getting dark.
Mm-hmm. But apparently he said Daniel got shot in the head with a shotgun the last time you saw him.
Those shotguns don't. That's the news that I needed.
Werewolves are very sturdy.
I'm getting that vibe.
Yeah.
Is there a local supernatural pound I can call?
I suggest you don't contact them. Yeah.
Or they'll be expensive.
No. This would probably cost your life. I doubt the sheriff and them would want a ghoul speaking to him.
Of course. He's like, so.
I told my sire I would investigate the orphanage to see what I can learn about them. About the Dawson Group of all.
Alright. And then tackle that one.
What time is it right now?
You look at the clock and point it's 11:30.
We can go look around the orphanage if you want, or the closest one.
He's like, all right. I mean, what's that gonna do though?
Just need to see if it truly is an orphanage and all that.
I think it's not.
Demons are involved. Who knows?
Point.
Also, we should tread carefully. Apparently, the Bolson group got rid of everyone else who looked into this matter.
Oh, great. So supernatural, evil corporate entity. He just looks at you. He's like, in this new show called The X-Files.
No.
This basically sounds like this. It's like, so gonna be
If you fill up to the task,
like, I mean, I've already eaten, so up to it.
let's go.
He's like, all right. And so, where are you heading first?
The closest orphanage that is marked. That's in the center. You know?
Okay. All right. So you estimate it's be a 45-minute-ish drive to get to that. But you eventually get there. And just like a orphanage, you would imagine, suffered a fire. It's a foreboding-looking place. There it is. The walls are blackened, all roped off and stuff, and it hasn't torn down yet completely. But
Also,
the remain.
I saw it was an empty orphanage.
Yeah.
Alright. I look at Frank. I'm like, you want to search around first, or you want to go knock on the front door?
He just grins at you. That's not the front door.
Oh, you want to see some more excitement?
For a lifetime, man.
Alright. So, Doran's gonna go around the building, see what he can see anything unusual, out of place.
Okay. As you circle around, immediately, go ahead and give me a perception and
Oof.
oof, indeed. You don't have anything that stands out in particular. But that being said, you're pretty sure that it wouldn't be easy to find things anyway, due to the nature of the scene. I mean, fire that happened a while ago at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking specifically for clues? Are you looking for activity in the air?
Both. Activities first. Make sure no one's around.
All right. Yeah, it looks like you don't notice anything that stands out to you as being actual activity.
Right. Are there like back doors or anything on this building?
What remains of it? Yeah. There are back doors. They are open. The back doors themselves are metal, but they're torched like everything else.
I point out the back door. you don't want to go in the front door, how about the back door?
Like that's more my speed. Absolutely.
Right. Door, and I'll walk up towards the back door. Look around, make sure no one's watching or nothing's gonna scream at me.
It's always important.
No, alarms randomly. 1990s is like, hey, you stop.
Bad. Yeah, no. Our thing is completely shut down as far as alarms or electricity. It's all been cut off. You can guess that's probably standard procedure for any place that's had fire or anything else like that to have kind of stuff shut off. Safety purposes.
I look at Frank. I pull out my sawed off. Well, let's see what we can find out.
Pulls out his gun. Yeah, let's.
And I'll see if the back door is open.
Okay. So you touch the back door. In fact, it is open. So you make a connection with it. It automatically gives a little.
I open it up, see all the burnt down remains of children. I hope.
It opens up.
I look around, see if nothing's in there, and then walk in.
Okay. So, give me a perception and alertness roll.
Ooh. That's what I like to see.
Okay. So, when you walk in, you don't notice anything that stands out. But as you're looking, little pieces of human remain, you can tell that some are burnt pieces, little bits. And you can see why they're missed too, because the rest of the floor is black and ash.
How long ago was this fire?
This particular fire was 6 months ago.
6 months? Oh, God.
Yeah. This is the last one, actually. This is the one that they pinned on him despite him already in jail.
For like 3 of them, basically.
Yeah. That thing that's quite literally impossible. Yeah.
I'm like looking at the bodies and like sad.
Frank's just like around. He's like,
I point at one of the dead bodies, burnt bodies.
he like blows. He's like, that is a person. Well, left, and he
A
nudges
couple
it
of
with the
them.
gun.
A couple of them. I'm like pointing out all of them.
How the hell did you see that?
To be honest, I have no idea.
He's like, I mean, come on, that's like, he's like a toe over there, and that's like an index finger over there. Barely anything. I'm impressed you noticed that.
Same. Let's see what we can find out here.
Yeah, that's
If I know if I read my books correctly, and I'm pointing downwards.
yeah.
I'm seeing if there's a basement area
Okay.
or stairs going down.
So give me a perception and
Use a willpower on this one.
Sure.
Oh, didn't need to, but 3.
all right. So yeah, you easily navigate to where the basement would be. You can see the door frame where it at. only but the door frame, but the material that's covering it all too.
Is there anything unusual about this? Like any signs?
Of a like being like recently moved.
Yeah.
Disturbed. An intelligence investigation with a difficulty of 7 on this one.
This is where I spent my shit. How many I have? Fuck it. I spend one more. 1.
Ooh, Dave there. So, you look around and you don't. This material looks as old as everything else, but you can see signs that somebody else has made contact with it. There's a handprint that flattens out the ashes and dust on bell.
Well, I pointed out towards Frank.
Frank looks down. The hand.
See someone was down here before.
Like, it looks like they stopped here though.
Probably couldn't move this beam out of the way.
Through walls? No, I don't think so.
How big is this beam?
It's probably about the size of your chest.
So what you're saying is, with 3 dots of strength, I'm tossing this shit out the window, right?
As wide as your chest, and I meant like in thickness. Lengthwise, it's like 18 feet, and it's propped up in a weird angle, and there's multiple other bits of debris equally large. At 3 the strength, check my.
You can still toss it out the window.
No, it's only like 200 pounds, I'm pretty sure. So this shit, probably more than that.
No, it's out the window, 100%.
Shit, I wish.
Check my trusty chart of I would say based on the weight. You can give me a strength.
Just karate chop it. Would I know if I did anything to this beam with something fall on us?
Like if you moved it around, like would it fall on you?
Or anything fall on us, you know?
Give me intelligence and we'll go with a intelligence and science. It would be a special category.
Well, let me tell you,
And
it's only
you
my
don't
intelligence.
have that. Yeah, it'll just be intelligence.
Same, difficulty 6, or what's up?
Difficulty of 7 without any dots in that.
Yeah. Oh, not that bad. I thought I was going to get a -2.
I mean,
Damn.
yeah. You don't think it'll fall on you. You're not 1,000% sure how dark it is. Several floors of. There's a 3-story orphanage.
Right.
So you're not sure what's at the very top that might fall. They do condemn these buildings and for the safety reasons, but you don't feel like it will be an issue.
I like a frame like a sandbag just in case.
It's just like, yeah, sure. It backs up 20 feet.
If it falls on me, if it falls on me, it won't be too much of a problem since I don't breathe.
It will be okay.
He's like, good point.
You said a strength roll before?
Yeah.
Any change in difficulties or?
So the way a strength roll without the requisite dots, basically the way that whatever your dots are, strength needed to make something without rolling an die. Characters like something that weighs more than can, but the roll is made with strength. It is instead made with willpower, and it's a difficulty of 9.
Oof.
And each success on that chart will basically... Don't worry. So the way it works is... it sounds bad at first. So what you do is you roll your willpower, and each success on that actually what you add to your dots of strength. So if you've got 3 dots of strength, then you can... for the willpower for lift breaking to go beyond that. So that would be sufficient. And I'll tell you now, it'd be like strength 4 you would need to affect it without any issue. If you get 1 success on the difficulty of 9. But it is based off of your current willpower. That thing you did just spend quite a few dots on.
Only have 2 left.
You'll be okay.
Do I believe in RNGesus?
Yes, you do.
You right?
Tell me, Chad.
I was so close.
Jesus.
Let's see what you got here. You got a 4.
And then
8. You were so close.
Damn.
And yes, like horse, preferably not pancake shaped. Ante.
Alright, Zach.
Always be waffle shaped.
How much can this beam survive a shotgun blast?
A free common sense will tell you that that won't be a very effective method of trying to get through this beam.
Frank, give me a chainsaw.
He just stands and he just looks at you. Okay.
Here you go.
Karate chop it, go.
I will let you know. Since you guys are still getting used to the system as a whole, you also have another option. You can choose to spend a blood point to increase your physical stats. You can pick however you want to press that. So, like, if you wanted to spend a blood point to increase your stamina by 1, strength by 1, or your dexterity by 1, your generational cap, for you guys is 5 dots. You can actually go above that, but that's only going to last round, and then it goes back down to 5 at that time. The rest of the bonuses for the entire scene.
You said all I need is 4?
Yeah, so you could spend 1 blood, and that would put you at a strength. I just want to spend 1 blood point to put you at 4 strength for the entire scene.
Alright, glad I have 14 blood left. 13 now. And I spend 1 for strength, and
yeah,
I'm a Hercules.
So you spend 1 blood, you pump your body up. You can feel the difference immediately as just like you slightly hulk up and tense your body, and you start lifting, and Frank's like, you can't lift that, just lift it all the way up.
Who can't lift what?
So what do you do with it?
I'm basically moving it to the side, so where it won't drop anything.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But also lets me get through.
Okay. So, you try and maneuver it to the side and out of the way. Give me a dexterity and dexterity. We'll go with give me a dexterity and athletics to like maneuver this awkward giant beam.
Difficulty 6?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you managed to finagle it. It's still a really giant ass awkward beam, but it's not too bad for you overall. you're able to set it down on basically what remains of the concrete stairs, because the stairs themselves going, because it's the entire building area that you're in is a stairwell, so it's got the basement. Also has the second floor, third floor, all the way up. You set the beam sideways down onto the stairs, and you have no trouble setting that one down. But there are several more.
Are they easy enough to just move?
Yeah.
Toss them to the side.
All right, so you clear it all out, no problem. And Frank's just like, since when could you fucking do that?
Vampires are very strong.
Like, you told me.
Weak in how?
Touche. You kind of made it seem like I was like meat shield. Especially with the way you run.
Yes, I will say I run. I'm more dexterous than strong, but vampires can do some amazing things.
Well, I'll be sure to remember that fact.
I'm sure, pretty sure ghouls can do the same thing.
I don't know. That's pretty impressive. you know for a fact that they can.
They can? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do the same thing if you try hard enough.
Ah, well. If I ever need to move a door sedan, I'll be sure not to call AAA. AAA's not a thing yet. I'll be sure not to call tow truck. Yeah. He looks down at the stairs. He's like,
I pull out my shotgun and I'm like, let's go.
right. He pulls
I'm
out the gun your sire gave him.
The deagle.
Yeah, that
Very
deagle.
nice gun.
It's a very nice. Yes.
I'm be stealthy going down.
All right, so give me a dexterity and stealth roll.
Okay. 8 dots and 1 2. I hate this game.
Can't escape.
Would you prefer 16 dots?
And get none of them.
I mean, that's how I would roll. The viewers don't know that, but whenever it comes to my turn to play something god-awful game, they'll see it, I'm sure.
It'd be fun. Or you'll be fun.
Of course, they'll be fine. They'll be busy laughing at me. Or an atheist. Or...
Yeah, I go creeping down a bit.
Okay, so you rolled a 2 on
Yep.
Frank here. And so as you're moving down the stairs, do you go before or after Frank?
With the shotgun, I go before.
Good call. So you head down, and immediately as you're going down, you don't even hear Frank. Like, he's as quiet as it gets.
Like, I don't notice him. I just give him a thumbs up behind me, and then keep walking down.
So you it takes you a few like about a good 15 seconds to get down there as you slowly take your time making any noise. But when you get down there, it's pitch black. Like, you don't see anything. There's no lights down there at all, of course.
Oof. Forgot to bring a torch.
You feel a tap on your side, and you can obviously tell that it is Frank. But whatever he's tapping you with seems really solid.
I'll look at it or see what he's tapping me with.
You can't really see what it is, but you can tell that it's like an elongated like stick thing. You can basically guess that he's like trying to hand it to you. That's right, of course. It is a skeleton.
I whisper. I'm like, what is it?
Like a flash, dumbass.
Appreciate it. And I click it on.
You click it on, and the beam whoom, shoots out. At least he's not cheap. It's a mag light, so it's plenty bright.
And I look at him like, why do you give it to me? You're the one with a handgun.
Like that way, they'll come to you first.
I toss it back toward him. Towards me.
Better hope he catches it.
With the flashlight.
No, I'm just like,
I was gonna
Put it
roll for
behind-
it too. I was like,
No.
okay, we'll play that game.
no, I'm like putting it
Frank's-
like holding it behind me.
He's got
he
one
takes
hot
it
dog in
real quick.
one hand and a gun in the other already.
The fuck you get this hot dog from?
Hey, there's tin foil and he's got pockets.
Fucking fat ass.
When he's stressed out, he eats. Don't judge Frank.
Yeah. I hand
You don't
him,
know his life.
I hand him the flashlight again.
He holds it. He's like, I fucking hate this job.
Or do you want the shotgun?
That's right, Leghorse. He does keep hot dogs on him at all times because hot dogs are part of New Yorker bloodline.
I'm like, or do you want to hold the shotgun?
He looks at your gun and he looks at the handgun. He's like, no. So he aims it and he takes like a sweeping motion slowly around, and then you
I'm like tracking like the Zach.
he tucks the gun underneath his elbow and his armpit, and he adjusts the focus on the mag light to spread it out more, and so you can get a wider beam, and he moves it different areas.
Like when he's sweeping around, I'm doing the same thing with my shotgun. Make sure.
Okay.
I'm like tracking the beam.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception and alert.
Oof.
Ugh.
Look at all those stuff.
God.
See, I would spend a willpower, but I think I need these last two.
So, Frank stops for a moment. Like, you hear that?
No.
Like,
Where was it?
can't tell. You would guesstimate that the room that you're in is about like a 20 foot by 20 foot, 30 foot by 30 foot, or somewhere in that range size.
Is there a door that we saw with the flashlight?
Oh, you want him to point the flashlight at the door?
No, well, like when he was sweeping it, did I see like any doors?
Give me a perception and alertness. Go with a different standard. Yeah, you saw.
Oh, now I see it.
There were a handful of doors that you saw.
Wow, what's in this room exactly?
So from what you can tell, it looked like a storage area at one point. There's a lot of ash and a lot of burnt materials in general. But there's large open areas now. You're not sure if it's just those were the things that were cleared out, or what, but from what you can see right now, it's just an open cleared area with debris on the sides pushed out of the way. And then each of the rooms has got their own cleared path, so it looks like police and investigators have already been through here and investigated at some point the going-ons here, if they could find any more evidence during their investigation.
Right. And Frank had no idea where that sound came from.
Like, Frank has no clue. He heard it. That was it.
Back up to the stairs real quick. Just in case.
He promptly follows you.
Oh no, he's the one leading this time on the stairs.
Oh yeah, he's up on the stairs, no problem.
And I'm pointing my shotgun just in case downwards. Just going to wait, see if we hear anything coming towards us.
Okay. Give me another perception and alertness roll. Yeah, you do hear a noise actually. You can't quite put your finger on it what it is, but it sounds like a mixture of like scuffling feet or something like kind of like you would hear like bare feet on like concrete, that kind of like slapping noise a kid's feet would make, or like somebody who's walking carelessly, kind of like that, but like interspersed with like scuffling too.
I can't tell where it's coming from.
You can tell it's downstairs in the basement.
Can I tell it's like in that room we were in?
From where you're at now, the fact that it's echoing back off the walls and stuff like that very faintly means that it's too hard for you to tell. And even Frank's like,
I heard it. It sounds like someone's or something is walking.
Like, that would be down. I agree, Leghorse. I wish I could also have hot dogs in my pocket at all times. I would have a hot dog right. I just ate on stream too. Fatty.
Shit, there's no cell phone.
Yeah, there are not those.
I'm Googling now, real quick. First handheld phone was in 1979. The fuck? Goddamn.
I mean,
Japan.
yeah.
I tell Frank to hold this position real quick. I'm a page my sire. Tell her at the orphanage and something's here, 100%. If I go dark, clear this area up.
Light it all on fire. Send the puppy in here.
Mm-hmm.
Or send Emil. He loves puppies too, anyway.
Yep.
That shit away from me.
Boof, boof. Call him the stray catcher.
I send that page. I page my sire that.
Yeah. She responds with an equivalent of like a thumbs up.
All right, Frank. Let's go.
Frank just sighs. You first or you first?
I got it.
Alright. Ankles the flashlight back down.
See, I really hate fucking scary games and shit like this.
Oh,
right.
I don't know if you can hear the music, but
Nope.
Oh. If only could hear. So well.
Oh, now I'm hearing it on your stream. All right.
Yeah.
I start taking point, and I'm fucking ready for anything, to be honest.
So you head down, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you're moving through and sweeping back and forth.
I'm clearing this one room first.
Right. No, I understand. So as you're clearing through it, give me a perception and aware.
Thank the heavens.
So this time, definitely hear something, but it's not not scuttling noise. This time you hear. It would be like the equivalent of like a cracking noise, but not like an object being cracked in half. Or
Bones?
like, it would be like bones clacking together. Like if somebody took like two femurs and like racked them together, then like something was being snapped.
I must not have told me anything about the undead, or other than us.
No, she hasn't really covered any of that.
Oh, gotta go talk to her about this after I'm dead.
Come back as a ghost, you asshole.
I look at Frank, see if he caught that.
Frank, you can't see his face, but you can see his hand shaking that's holding the light. You can also very faintly hear, I'd rather fight a fucking dog.
I might have to agree with you on that.
Give me another perception and alertness. Difficulty 7.
2 10s. Oh my god.
L. Terrible otherwise.
Mm-hmm. All the courage.
You
Real life.
hear faintly what sounds like it's water. You can tell it's not water. It sounds thicker than that. Whatever is, it sounds like it's a wood substance of some fashion. It's hitting the floor every like 20 or 30 seconds now. No, it's not ketchup. Of course. Yes, it should be ketchup. Just because you have hot dogs on the scene now, it's got to be ketchup involved.
With my profession, would I guess this is maybe blood?
Give me a
Frank's twin brother.
Frank's twin brother.
Yes.
What you Naffer? That's his name. No, give me an intelligence and medicine roll. Difficulty of 6. That's right, Lovecraft Goddess. I can't believe it's not ketchup either.
Oh, these fucking 110s.
You honestly can't come up with an idea of what this substance is. Go ahead and give me a perception and alertness roll. Difficulty of
3. Oh, I hope I got fucking a lot.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
This thing's right in front of me, isn't it?
As you take another step forward, feel this substance, this liquid, hit your cheek and slide down the side of your face.
I do the horror movie look up. I'm getting ready to dodge as well.
Hosting me. I'm honored.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to dodge just in case.
Ooh, that's spicy. All right, that's probably a good call. Frank too busy with his hot dog. So, you gonna look up
and get ready to dodge. I'm guessing dodging is rolling, right?
Yeah, that would be a wise call.
Yep.
So, you nudge Frank and like tap him with your elbow to indicate upwards, and he lifts the light up. And that's when you see the most gruesome thing you have ever seen. You see not one, not two, not even three, but 5 bodies nailed to the ceiling.
Oof. Are they... How recent do they look?
They're within the first week. You don't even have to guess.
I'm guessing nothing's jumping on me. I'm still looking around just in case.
Well, look,
Try to get
Reptile, as it happens sometimes. It's true.
I'm looking around, get ready to dodge anything.
Okay. So you keep sweeping through.
Is this room clear other than that?
Yeah.
No, we're looking up, see if we see anything more, just in case, every other step. Checking the ground as well, make sure there's no holes.
That also seems fair. You don't want to fall into an acid pit trip. That would be terrible.
Acid bed.
1 out of 10. So, go ahead and give me another perception and a check. Difficulty of 6 this time. Alright, so 2. So, you have a pretty easy distinction on exactly where at now, even though it can be disorienting with just one light source to work from. As you go through that main area, you know that to your left there are 2 rooms, and then to your right is another larger separate room.
Right. I go back towards the body of where those things were.
Okay.
And I tell, I'm guessing Frank has like a camera or some shit.
You assume he's got a camera on him?
Hopefully. He's an investigator, right?
He's got a Polaroid, man. I don't have any of that.
Polaroid. Take a picture of this. Hold it steady. Just in case. We need some evidence around this.
Alright, so he takes the camera or he takes the flashlight and so you're gonna take a picture of the bodies?
Yeah.
Okay, so he angles the flashlight. He tries to center the beam just right so that he can get it focused on it. And he's got it set up and he's like, alright. Acid is just spicy water. You got a point. That's not wrong.
Yeah. He does that. I'm looking around just in case as well,
That's always a good call.
I'm like tripping out IRL.
Does this get your anxiety going?
I hate horror shit. You have no idea. It's weird, like, I can watch horror movies. Games, it's a whole different story. Yeah, I'm guessing you took the picture?
Yeah, he took the picture.
Yeah. Alright. Keep hold of that. See what else we can find. Dorn says under his breath, sighing a bit.
It would be otherwise. So, as you navigate through after you get the picture and you you can more or less summarize it. This center room itself is cleared out. There's nothing left to really explore. I mean, other than the horrific mess that's on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. All right, you said there was 2 rooms, right?
Yeah, 2 to your left and 1 to the right side.
One large. And I can't pinpoint where the sound was coming from in either direction.
If you want to, you can give me another perception and alert. And if you can't pinpoint, it'd be a difficulty of 8 if you're going to try and pinpoint where it's at, though.
Pinpoint. Let's go. Nope. I'm a little too scared right now.
You think that it's coming from the larger room. When you were sweeping the light, when Frank sweeps the light through the room each time, you do notice that each of the rooms still has a door attached to them.
Mm-hmm. Do they look recently opened? Such?
You'll have to go up to each one and investigate individually to be able to tell that one from.
I go to the right one.
Okay, so the larger room.
Yeah.
Okay, so you approach that larger room, and you walk up to it. Go ahead and give me give me an intelligence and investigate.
6. Keep it at 8.
Yeah, it's gonna be a standard 6. You got a flashlight with you, so that's not too bad.
Ooh, 2. This never happens.
So you can tell there has been recent activity into this room.
I glance over at Frank. I'm guessing he just sees eyes. I'm like,
You're not sure if it's the light or if it's maybe a bad hot dog, but Frank looks pale.
look at Frank. I whispered Frank. I'm like, before we enter, just make sure you check our 6.
He slowly turns around and he looks and scans around like bugs. He gets the gun steady, aims it along with the flashlight.
Is there any light source coming from under the door?
No, and you don't even have to roll to know that.
Okay,
It's
just make
obvious
sure.
there's no light source.
Or just make sure you know. And I slowly open the door.
Okay. Are you going to try and do this stealthily, or are you just going to
Yep.
slowly just... Okay, so go ahead and give me a difficulty 8 dexterity stealth roll. You got 3?
This is my element right here.
All right. So you very cautiously get that door. Not too much, which is impressive considering the condition of the entire building.
You're right.
So you get the door open. It doesn't really squeak or anything like that.
It was supposed to squeak. I put oil on it real quick.
He's always got a can of WD-40. That's the ultimate stealth character in modern times. At the fact people. So you open up the door. Makes no sound. You can see the beam go straight through it. The door is open against a wall on the other side.
And nothing's on the other side.
You don't see anything directly with the beam, but he did adjust the beam to focus for the picture.
Right. I give him an indication to widen the beam.
And you're like, yeah. You notice the beam gets wider and less bright. It spreads out more.
And I slowly enter the
Give
room.
me a perception and alertness difficulty of 5.
Oof. She's giving me a heart attack. I swear.
So, right as he's adjusting that lamp, you're and then you see something scurry by, and it goes right through the beam of light into the darkness again.
I'm happy I see Frank just dip the fuck out.
You just push Frank in there, shut the door, and bolt. You fired, Frank.
I need you to stop eating those hot dogs, Frank. No,
Still good.
I mean, the hot dogs are on the floor right now, so
so it's a lot of other things.
yeah.
Bowel movement, tears. You'll find most of those things on the floor at this point.
Which way did it go?
It went from the left to the right.
And I'm pointing in that direction with my shotgun. I'm like, let's go. How big was it? Yeah, how big was it?
Kermit the Frog here. It was probably about a full-grown person. It looked like it was like if you like guessed, it'd be like 6 footish, roughly. But what's disturbing is it scuttled by. That wasn't a run. It was on hands and feet.
And it sounded like the sound I heard before?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm slowly entering with Frank. Hopefully pointing in that direction.
All you can hear is that noise of just...
How big is this room?
This room is probably about another 20 by 20.
Is there anything blocking my vision of where this thing is?
Yeah, there are a number of crates and other things and debris that's left over from the fire. It's actually the Loch Ness Monster.
Shit.
Very street fitty.
I take a step forward a bit.
Alright, so you take a step forward.
I'm readying it when the shit comes towards me. I'm blasting it right when it comes towards me.
Alright, so in front of you is a set of crates, and then it's like there's a roundabout corner that you would have to go around to see more.
Right. Oh, to God, it's not right beside me. I say. And I'm gonna do like some SWAT training. When I step out the corner, I'm like peeking that angle, you know.
Okay, so you angle yourself. You take a deep breath and you move around to the side. And there's nothing there.
I wave Frank to come a bit closer.
Frank gets closer.
Since I need some light.
Yeah, as soon as he comes around that side with the light and does his scan, still nothing there.
Do I still hear that noise?
You don't hear it now, no.
I point up, just in case.
You point up just in case, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice call. Well, Doran, when you point upwards, you don't see anything there either.
Thank you so much. You have no idea right now. Dorn's pinching the bridge of his nose, like,
Fair enough.
they don't pay me enough for this. I take a step forward again.
Frank follows you with a single step forward.
We're doing this until we clear this room.
You hear Frank whisper, he's like, can we please just fucking go?
Last room. I promise on this one. I'm not even going to check the other two rooms.
Alright, so you take another step forward, and what do you do?
I'm holding angles just in case.
Good call. Good call.
And get ready to dodge also just in case.
Yes, that is importante.
And I go to see where that thing went.
Alright. So you move a little bit further close. And hear that scutter as it goes by.
How close was it?
Give me a perception and alert.
Wait, hold up. It's that was a 0. You didn't. That's still a difficulty 5 right there.
Oh, that's fine. It was.
Oh,
it was.
okay.
Yeah. It's based on hearing, so it's not sight, so you're not suffering that penalty from difficulty on this.
Oh, okay.
Pretty easy. You think it's within at least 6 feet of you when it went by.
Did it go right, left this time?
That's the thing. You think it was above you.
I hate this entirely. You know, I'm slowly turning towards Frank. I'm looking up. Get ready to dodge. I might get ready to dodge.
So you look up, and right when you look up, you see him scurry by again.
Oh, now he's running away. He's playing with me now.
So give me a perception and alertness roll on this. It was a difficulty of 5.
I'm about to blast. I'm getting pissed now. I'm about to blast it.
You didn't see the whole thing, and you didn't even catch a good view, even with the light upwards. But you definitely saw one thing.
One thing?
What looked like a foot, but it wasn't a normal foot. This foot is like it's at least close to like 2 feet long. And each appendage is elongated, exaggerated to like an 8-inch length apiece. Fucking Papa Roach, Jesus Christ.
Dorn's like looking at Frank now. He's a little pissed right now. He cocks his shotgun. And I'm like, all right, I'm about to kill this thing now. I'm pissed off. Let's go, Frank.
Frank's just like, I don't want to be here.
I go from, we're continue looking it up just in case. And when I see it next time, I'm shooting it.
All right.
We're going around. He uses hot dog bait.
All right, so you go around another set of crates, or are you going back the way you came?
From wherever that thing went.
Okay, so it went back towards the main door out of the room.
God damn it. All right. Yep, we go towards that way.
Okay, so you go towards that way. Are you looking upwards towards the ceiling, or are you looking down? Which way are you guys?
We're scanning up and down.
Up and down, left and right.
Yep.
So you scan across the board, every direction you can, as methodically as you can. Note to self: bring more than one flashlight.
Note to self: bring more than 2 people.
light building on fire next time. So
Yes.
you proceed back up and around the corner, and you can hear the scuttling, and it keeps moving around.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming you're going to follow it?
Yep.
Alright, so as you go up and around the corner, right as
Get
you
rid-
go up and around the corner, that's when it drops right on top of you.
Can I dodge that?
Yeah, you can go for it. Give me a dexterity and athletics roll.
Oh, I'm dodging. I hope.
Whoa.
I'm not dodging.
Ah. So it drops on you, and it feels like a four-door car dropped on your chest. It just slams you into the ground. And it's at that moment when Frank turns around with his gun and the flashlight angled at it that you see like the silhouette of it, and it's this misshapen, elongated head with like tendrils that stick out and antenna on top of its head. And you can smell like the most foul breath you've ever partaken of.
Shoot the goddamn thing.
And it screeches, it's just like
Shoot the goddamn thing, Frank.
at that moment it whips around and goes right for Frank.
Shoot the goddamn thing, Frank. I get my shotgun and I'm shooting it as well.
So it leaps off of you completely, lunges at Frank, and it hits Frank without any trouble at all. And Frank loses control of both his gun and the flashlight, and the flashlight goes spinning out to the left side. And all you hear is Frank go, "Holy shit!" And he just screams no.
Do I
And then
still?
and then it just scuttles away. And it's gone.
Frank, are you dead?
Like, I wish I was.
Did he do anything to you?
No. But I should have worn my brown pants.
Well, get the flashlight.
All the eggs in him. He grabs the flashlight quickly.
And
He
his gun.
grabs, and the gun. He's like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Which way did it go?
Give me a perception and alertness. Difficulty of 7.
Oop, nope. Oh my god, 3 1s, 2 10s.
You are not destined to
Damn.
find it. You think that it went back out of the room.
Let's get out of here, Frank.
Frank's like,
I'll let him lead towards the stairs while I'm like watching, just in case.
yeah. They don't make any more noise, whatever the creature is. Hear it.
Dorn's pissed now. Like when he's going upstairs and getting out, he's probably punching the wall when he gets out. Real quick.
Just slamming stuff. I'm calling the Ghostbusters tonight.
Make sure I close the door, cover the door.
Oh,
Back.
you cover it back with the wooden planks.
Yep.
It's probably a good call. So you cover it all back up.
Mm-hmm.
Frank's like, can we please never, ever do that again?
I'm coming back here tomorrow.
He's like, what the hell is wrong with you?
I'm pissed.
He's like, that thing. What the hell was that?
Do you have any idea what that was?
You can give me a intelligence and occult, with a difficulty of 9.
Let's just say I don't know it, alright?
Hey, there might be a chance.
Oh, 0. Not that bad.
Huh,
Oh, so close!
Ooh. Yeah, you have no idea what that was. You're not sure. You're not sure if it's an infant, if it's an adult creature, what the creature even is, where it came from, anything about it. Never heard of anything like that. It didn't even look remotely human. It didn't look like it was even a misshapen human.
With my memory, I remember basically every detail from it when it just jumped on me.
Fair enough. You didn't get the perfect view because you weren't the one holding the flashlight, but you got like a rough silhouette.
I pinched the bridge of my nose, and I'm like, take me to my sir. Let's go.
All right, so you promptly head out.
I
and
tucked the shotgun up away, and let's go.
All right, so you hop into Abby. You flag down. You drive over to your sire's place, and you get out. You go in, and she's like,
I tell Frank to get himself cleaned up.
like, here or my?
I'm guessing here's fine. If the lady is fine with it.
Looks at you. Butler walks over, and he's like, this way. She's like, trouble in paradise.
I want to call it paradise. I show her the Polaroid we took. It's what we found in the basement.
What'd you do? Go to a horror house?
This was the orphanage, so I guess you could say that. And there was something in there, as I paged you about.
Sets down the Polaroid, and she's like, something is in there?
Yes. I describe what I saw, and basically everything it did. How it's, crawling on the ceiling.
She just looks amused, and she's like, "Is that fright?"
Frightened me at first, then I just got pissed off at the end. Left because of Frank.
Those are both incorrect. But you're young. Are you hoping that I'll know what it is?
I'm just reporting what I saw. And if you do know what it is, that's an extra bonus for me to go back in there and kill the son of a bitch.
You right now, feel what this thing is. It's something I've never seen before. At least from your description. That being said, I think I made the right decision. No, really anything about this creature.
Yeah, next time
it's not even dangerous.
Yeah, for some reason it pounced on me and Frank, but didn't do anything.
I would.
Yes.
So what are your?
Just wondering if I can get more people to go down there with me, so I can deal with this problem personally.
More like people, as in other associates.
Yes. Or whatever we can muster.
You feel that is sufficient? Looks at the pictures. Sounds like it's something that she's capable with.
Right.
Unless you believe that I'm missing.
No. I'll deal with it. And when I do, I bring it back.
That is also. Let me know when you have. Pick it up. I can't imagine. Expression to look. Cabby.
I was just going to run here. So if I did my math right, I can run pretty fast.
You're gonna run all the way here with the body?
I'll tell you if I deal with it.
That would be the best decision.
What time is it right now? Do I see a clock?
Yeah, she's got a clock in basically every room. It at this point is about 3 a.m. for you.
Dorn size is like, I'll make sure the problem is dealt with. And he starts walking out.
Splendid. Have a good night.
You too.
Alright.
And I'm waiting for Frank to get cleaned up, and he goes home. I go to my place.
Right.
I think I'm gonna contact a certain person named Mel soon.
Huh. I like that plan. That's a good plan.
Mm-hmm. So whenever I'm guessing his shift is done, I'll call him when he gets home.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I need a little help.
What does it?
Now, when I call his house, does he pick up or does?
I don't know.
His school
Does
pick
he?
No, I'm not home. The fuck?
No, I'm saying when I'm guessing when you get off.
Answers the phone.
Yes. Deal with that.
All right, Claire, I answered the phone.
Yep. Like hello.
So I'm guessing you are Claire, correct?
You just gotta. Yeah, that's me. You can hear
Yes,
the faint sound of TV in the background.
Yes. Can you tell Mel to contact Doran whenever he gets home?
Like. What was that?
Tell Mel to contact Doran when he gets home.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you, and have fun watching TV. As he hangs up the phone.
Why is she up at 3? I'm mad.
She likes being up.
I hate it.
She likes that TV show. Come on now.
Friday
You
night.
don't even, you don't
go
even
to
know
bed.
what she's watching.
Fucking hell.
Builds character.
Yep, and after that, Doran is sleeping.
Okay. So. I
Unless
guess-
Mel contacts me.
Do he?
I don't know, I'm not home yet.
Get home, boy.
You get home. Do you call him? Jeez.
He gets home, and then he collapses into his closet like immediately, unless no one stops him. Or if no one stops him.
As soon as you get home, he's still up. She's eating like a pint of ice cream and I think a popcorn right next to her. He's like, don't call you. Mouth full of food, just bowing away.
He kind of narrows his eyes, irritated. What?
Takes a swallow. She's like, Doran said to call you.
Call him.
Or for you to call him.
Did he say why? Then he can wait until tomorrow night.
Boy, I know where you live.
He goes to his room and collapses in his closet.
I don't know why he's tired. He doesn't get tired.
Every vampire feels a call of sleepy time at the end of the day. So, you, all right. So, if you guys don't do anything else, then we'll move on to 17th. Be the
Yeah.
18th.
17th.
17th, but it would be
Yeah.
16th when we wrapped up Friday.
It's someday.
It was in the middle of the 16th. To wrap up the rest of the day just now.
All right. Hey, I'll let you have this time keeping more. All right. So, Saturday then, I guess.
Yes.
Again. So, wake up.
Okay. So, Emil goes over to the phone. Before doing so, he checks to see if Claire is still fucking awake. She better not be.
She pulled an all-nighter.
I'll be mad if she pulled a fucking all-nighter. And it's still
Nah,
up.
Nah, she's asleep.
Good. Now, goes over the phone, calls Doran.
All right. Call Doran.
I'm like, oh, there you are.
Yes, what did you want to speak about?
So I went to the orphanage, right?
Uh-huh.
I may need some help.
And you're asking me because...
Because I don't believe Frank will go down there again.
And what exactly did you find?
I described what that thing looked like.
Right. So, yeah.
Tendrils on his head. Fucking creeps around on the ceiling for some reason.
Right.
Some dead bodies. About a week old, maybe less.
And again, I ask, why are you asking me?
Because you're really the only other vampire I know. Outside my sire.
Well, I have another contact for you that would likely be able to handle this better than I can.
But don't you want to figure out this demon problem? Or whatever the hell that shit is?
I don't plan on being in the front line of fire, unfortunately.
Oh, you don't have to. I'll be there. You pissed me
Yeah.
off.
You can fill in for me. You count as two people, I'd imagine.
Or when you want to learn firsthand,
No, I don't.
figure
You can
out
just
what's
tell
happening.
me.
And figure out what's happening in the orphanage. Because I'm sure you're more observant than I am.
Got you there. You gonna play to your pride.
I'll consider it. I'm going to be busy today.
Well,
Nope, workers' holiday.
contact me if when you're done with your thing. If it's not too late, I would say we can head out if you really want. I'll let you think about this.
Right.
Have a good day. And what are you going to do? Best of luck. As Doran hangs up.
Emil hangs up as well, not saying a single word afterwards.
All right. So,
Now,
Yeah, let him do something while I'll be right back.
all right.
Emil picks up the phone once more after hanging up and then calls Esmeralda and fills her in on everything that she is not clued in on. Alright?
Okay.
I'll sort that out of character later.
Okay.
Next on my list of things to do. Ah, god damn it, I forgot to do that. That's fine.
You forgot to make a list?
No, I forgot to do a specific thing before going or leaving work yesterday. I'll say I did. Because apparently that got skipped over. I made multiple copies of the evidence that I presented to Captain Nick.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, that's taken care of. Claire's asleep. Not optimal, but that's perfectly fine.
You know that she's
Right.
usually asleep for a couple hours after you wake up. She usually wakes up after about an hour or two.
Okay. So, he dreads this next bit of action. He begins to pick up the phone once more and tries to contact his sire.
Okay. So you call him. You can hear him go. Ah, I was wondering when you'd call.
Yes, I have information that you may or may not already possess.
It's like, fire away. What you got?
So I fill him in on all of the recent events. Most specifically, the Bali incident stuff.
So as soon as you mention the word Bali, he's like, I'm sorry. I don't think I heard you quite clearly. Did you say the Bali?
Yes, and they're sacrificing orphanages and many other establishments in order to create some sort of pentagram, and I can only assume the worst.
He's like, and you got the evidence with you right now?
Yes, I made multiple copies.
Good. Stay there. I'll be over in a little bit.
Right.
So, it doesn't take him long. He's there in like 15 minutes.
Could have been earlier. Remember, he's your neighbor.
You have to finish
Yes.
watching that episode of whatever the fuck.
Jerry Springer.
There it is.
So, oh, that hurt. So he comes over. He's got a large duffel bag with him, and he walks right on in. Doesn't knock. He just waltzes straight through. Walks in, shuts the door, locks it. Walks over to the couch, throws down a duffel bag, unzips it, starts putting stuff down on the table, and he's like, "Yeah, I knew it was gonna be a shitty year."
Holy water across.
Manila's into the amount of information being poured out of this bag at the moment.
He's like, "We're dealing with the actual Bali. Ground rules established. Like, 1, vampires play dirty. Bali are dirty.
Right.
So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out exactly what's going on. Now, show me what you've got so far for evidence."
Right. So I present the pictures and documentation on all of the arson cases and all of the images that apparently sort of connect into a pentagram-like shape.
Okay. Yeah, he starts going through all of it, and he's like, this is either a really good ruse, or it's the real deal.
Considering it's been going on for several years, it might be somewhat real.
He's like, yeah, usually a prank like this isn't elaborate enough to be anything else. Like, all right, well, I guess in that case it doesn't leave me. Oh. Guess we'll just have to assume the worst then. So he starts going through a couple of his belongings and pulls out a book. So, how much do you know about them?
Nothing. I already dislike them, however.
Well, you're already on the correct attitude. They are creatures that are willing to give up. They are vampires, become something more based and horrific than anything else. Though what soul they would have, their entire sentience to a demon.
Mm.
Each Bali is tied to one. Progression and power is by the sacrifices in name of the demons. If I'm guessing correct, they're trying to make a new pit.
Mm.
Which not bode well.
No, sounds rather foreboding.
Most people don't have this information. I was able to coerce a long time ago to share some information before he met his final death. And these pits, I don't know how they work exactly, but I know mass sacrifices to initiate them. And typically some form of religious symbolism. Now, it doesn't matter what kind, they could be anything. It could be giant middle finger, as long as it holds importance to those who are utilizing it. That's all it needs. And in today's Christian-led world, this part of the world, pentagram is a sufficient symbolic mean for them.
Mm.
But the purpose of a pit to sacrifice vampires and create more Bali. That is at least my guess, based on everything you have here presented before me. Whether that's true, not to be sure.
I see. Well, I also have other information regarding this entire situation as well. And it all ties in with this werewolf issue that we've been having, as well as my ghouls
Okay.
family.
And
So, it turns out that Daniel, her ex, the werewolf, was in allegiance with another person, or rather a group, the Dulcin group, if you have heard of them.
I have.
Well, the Dulcin group also seemed to have set up someone else of a similar last name, Summers, Douglas Summers, whom of which is currently rotting in prison. And more confusing, Daniel is related to Douglas in some way. It's a mess. It's a lot to take in for me, at least.
Like, I can understand why.
So, Douglas witnessed Daniel get his head blown off by a shotgun. And later, Daniel was found very much alive, so he was a werewolf before any of this has occurred, clearly.
Well, yeah, they don't become one. Born. I don't know the details of it. They're not. You don't get bitten by one. It's the hereditary trait passed through generation.
I see.
That's about my extent to knowledge.
But I was thinking,
Oh?
with all of this jumbled mess of information, perhaps this Daniel could be of use to us.
He smirks. He's like, thinking about the big picture. No.
Well, I'd imagine that Daniel is not particularly happy that his family is gone now. And I'd imagine that he would want vengeance on whomever did this. So, we tell him what group did this, as well as try to get information as to when they will strike next. And once we have this sorted out, we can coordinate an attack on them and use Daniel to wipe them out, since werewolves are apparently that much more stronger than us.
I see. Well.
And as a bargaining piece, a very minuscule one, I have his notebook full of these strange lists that I will not have the time to parse.
Fair enough, then.
So, on my off day, I was hoping to go over there and have a to Central Park, that is.
And try to get them come with you? Or?
Not with me. I just want them to understand the situation. As to whether or not they go after the Bali, that is their decision. It'll be great, of course, if they did, but I can't tell them what to do. I'm in no position to do so. Clearly.
Okay. Well, yeah. But, see your point on that. Well, I suppose that. So in that case, what can I do?
I was hoping that you would have more information on the matter. And that is pretty much all. If you are able to actually combat them, then feel free to. I am currently in no position to do so. Not directly.
Fair enough.
As much as I would like to, I cannot. So, is my plan sound? Am I entirely insane? Wish for your input.
He chuckles a little bit and he's like, I mean, isn't sound a relative concept? Honestly, I think, based on the information, about good as it's going, the creature at hand is something that I've never seen. Even possibly a friend or foe. Most things are quite hostile. The fact that it did, it's somewhat of a good. Wyatt didn't. Advantage completely.
Yes, that's something I've been thinking about. I likely would be dead again if it was angry at me.
Well, that's the past now. You can either investigate it or go there and put it up to you.
Also, I'm sure you're aware that I am in allegiance with a few other city.
Yes, I am more than aware of it.
Right, well, I let them know of this as well. If that is fine.
That is perfectly acceptable. As long as it does not hinder plans, movements, or goals, to do as you please.
That's good to hear. Now, I suppose I'll be heading off to Central Park soon. After Claire wakes up. I do have information to tell her as well.
I see. I suppose we will both wait for her.
Yes.
You hear from our room, Jerry Springer's to turn on.
She awake now.
Oh, God.
After about another 15-20 minutes, she comes out of the bed.
Morning. Well, night.
He's like, morning.
Get breakfast. Have a seat.
Breakfast, dinner.
He gets breakfast and breakfast whenever you want it to be.
Damn right.
Don't let anyone tell you anything else.
Damn right.
You get breakfast for dinner. You got steak and eggs for all I care. That's what's called being an adult. You get ice cream for breakfast. That gives you a tummy ache.
Which it probably will.
It would be. So she makes her meal. She sits down on the couch and she's like, so she's eating a bowl of cereal.
Right, well, here's all that's been transpiring. I primarily tell her that her father is the reason why Daniel's house burned down. In short.
He just stares.
You say about my daddy?
What'd you say, boy?
Boy.
Like, are you...
I am 99% sure. I have evidence as well. He pulls out the drawing of the that Douglas has made.
Yeah.
And it's several copies of it. And yeah, he explains who Douglas is and his relation to Daniel. And likely won't have any significance to her. Justifies the case.
Her dad was a lawyer, right?
Yes.
I have it written down. He owned a lot of businesses, and it was also apparently a lawyer as well.
He moves well.
But yes, your father, he seems to have been the primary reason as to why these fires have been committed, why they've been started. So, he moved of his own accord and took your mother along with. Likely to escape the shitstorm that's about to occur, thinking that he's safe.
Kind of sits there and takes it all in. I don't know what to say.
I didn't either.
My dad's never that kind of person.
Money OP.
Money Opie. That is the Masquerade, I believe.
Just looks at you confused.
Things that are supernatural are kept a secret for a reason. Everyone that has found out about his true identity, what his motives are, they're dead.
Or locked up.
Or in prison. Forever, which is essentially death.
You ain't wrong there. Unless you're in one of those nice prisons where you get conjugal visits.
True.
Library.
Yeah.
Or this is before the internet, so it still sucks. So, your sire's just like, and how does that make you feel? He's
Me?
kinda
Or
he's clearly talking to her.
good.
Does it make you uncomfortable? I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Inconvenienced is the emotion he primarily feels.
This is annoying. I don't like this.
Ask her, not me. What the hell are you doing?
It's not my family.
I don't give a shit. No.
Got a refund on mine. And she just kind of looks at him, just like, I don't. She has no. You can tell she has no idea. Like, am I gonna be held accountable for any of this?
I'd hope not. I don't believe it's your fault. You did not know.
Also, out of character, don't they think she's dead? No, right?
They think she's still in college, as far as I know.
Unless she contacts them constantly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Hey, Mom, yeah, this is my day today.
Oh yeah, she was flung out a window, wasn't she? They probably would know that. Oh, fuck, that's Claire. Oh, I guess she's dead now. Whoops.
Whoops.
Whoop.
Didn't watch it. Get the fuck out of here.
Should
we
have killed
go
that
with him?
werewolf a little bit better. Whoops.
Classic.
I do hope you're not held accountable for this. You did not know.
Like, so then what?
Well, now we try to fix the problem. And I can imagine that know what needs to be done.
Okay, so
So, he must be taken care of.
as in, like, kill my dad?
If there's another way, then we do that.
Jail?
Otherwise,
Nah, death.
I would like to converse with him, if at all possible. But I'd imagine he'd make this difficult. And if we do find him, I would like for you to be present. Perhaps you would be able to talk some sense into it. I can assure you that I would not be able to.
You can see the wheels like turning in her head. Okay.
Now, I'm going to be gone for a while. A few hours, perhaps. Maybe shorter, maybe a bit longer. Not sure. We're going to see if we can get some more allies to deal with this situation. Specifically, Daniel.
He's like, okay. So you're gonna recruit my ex
to deal with your father's lackeys. Not your father himself. Because I'd imagine that would not go as well as I wanted to.
Calm down.
bork bork bork. Bad boy.
Heal.
Cute? Okay.
Fuck.
God damn it. So he's like, I mean, I'll trust your best judgment. Not like I really have much of another choice, do I?
Not at this time, I'm afraid. I hope we find a better way. But if we don't, well, you know how I am with warning you about things.
Thorough and efficient?
Precisely. For now, that is all then. Be getting ready. And sorry to be the bearer of bad news for several days in a row.
I really had a choice.
He let out a deep sigh. Indeed.
Guess it's better than being thrown out of a window.
Even then, I suppose it's a bit of a gamble.
Like, is
No
there
one really
anything
asked for
that
this life.
like, is there anything I can do?
I would simply be available whenever the need arises.
Okay.
He semi-awkwardly kind of just leaves to get ready to go.
Better get down in that fucking basement right now, boy. I swear to God.
Get the fuck away from me. Keep that shit out of my life. Yeah, so he gets dressed. If he isn't ready, and then he proceeds to head out.
All right. You head out then. No real difficulties. Direction headed.
He exits the apartment and goes, "That's never easy. I don't have to do that shit again." All right, so
Hey, I'm gonna have to kill your dad.
yeah,
He's being a right.
he's being a complete asshole. He's got to go.
He's just he's just not working out for the community. Like we've taken a vote. He's getting off the island.
The votes are in. He's getting nominated off.
We pulled out all the drowning puppies, checked all the numbers, and all the votes were cast for the kill him bag.
Damn. But yeah, he's
Unfortunately, Sparky didn't make it.
damn, not Sparky.
He had such pizzazz. So yeah, you don't have any trouble getting there.
All
What
right.
do you do when you arrive?
Well, he has the notebook in hand. He has Daniel's knife, his pistol. He has all of the belongings he took from the apartment
Okay.
in hand, and well, not easily presentable because that might cause a few problems. But you know,
Yeah.
The popo's come. What's that in your hands?
he
Oh,
has
it's
the
just-
notebook
Just a knife and pistol.
visible. Yeah. Just a knife and a gun, not a problem.
Nothing to see here.
Sir, you need to come in. Wait, Mel, is that you?
Fuck. Nope, I'm his twin brother. Botches. Fuck. No, we're not doing that.
F for respect.
So yeah, he kind of strolls in cautiously,
All right.
being hyper aware of every single thing that happens as he continues walking towards the center of Central Park. Also, gotta remove that blood point. God damn, I'm getting low again. Kill me, please.
So,
I can't kill you. Just get down in that basement.
Fucking away from me.
you want to come play in the basement?
No. I don't want it. Against my religion.
Religion is vampire. Get your ass in there.
All right. So, you head out. Park. Are you gonna walk right into the park, or
Yup.
all right, you walk into the park then?
Just walking and waiting.
Remember, I told you where he was before. Next to the Lincoln Tunnel and all that.
Hey, well, there you go. Go there. I checked there first, actually.
Oh, that's nowhere near the park.
Oh, well, shit. I'm not doing that then. Going towards the center of the park.
All right, it takes you about an hour and a half to walk there, unless you're gonna like all out run.
Nope, just gonna take it nice and slow, trying to show that I am not an immediate threat.
Vision.
Even though I'm kind of trespassing, you know, it's what you do.
Should just die to the fucking Bali.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, you over issue.
So I begin talking to the winds.
It seems quaint to you so far, at least.
First, I'm gonna make sure that no one else is around, no other human being. And I'm gonna roll a perception. I'm gonna heighten my senses. Gonna do all that fun stuff. Let's see. Difficulty reduced by 2, so that's a 4. 5 successes. Let's go.
Only I rolled that against the Bali.
Get away from me.
All right, so you have No problem. And you're convinced you're.
Ah, fuck. I turn around. I look in the direction. I scan the area. I do something.
As soon as you turn, you're met with a pair of yellow eyes right in front of you, and a very large man and a woman next to him are standing next to each other.
Good evening. I simply wish to speak with one of your members.
Who?
The one named Daniel. He kind of blanks on his last name for a moment. Robford.
They both furrow their brow. Like, no one in our group that name.
Can I attempt to see if they're lying?
Yeah.
Perception and empathy, right?
Yeah, perception and empathy.
Okay, let's see. Not that one. It's this one. Give me the money. Yeah, 2.
You believe that they are sort of quite, but not quite.
Right. Well, I have belongings that I need to return to him in hopes that I will be able to converse with him.
The male pauses right before he starts to speak. Female steps. Person you're talking with him.
I see. Well, I suppose the information would be useful to you as well. Because it's kind of imperative that it gets sorted out immediately. For all involved. Mortal or not.
Like,
well, you are likely unfamiliar with some of the culture of kindred society, as am I. I'm rather new to this entire ordeal. But what I understand is that a group of vampires is trying to commit something truly destructive and heinous on a very grand scale.
scoff and that's nothing.
It is to me. And I'd rather not see this world end if that's what it's going to be.
She just looks at you and she's just like, so you end.
I'm assuming the worst. At best, it would be this city succumbing to something truly awful. And again, I would not wish that upon anyone. from what from what I have gathered, it's, well, tied in to the one that has been banished. Not that you may care, of course, but I came here hoping to find him, and it does not seem that he is here.
Where to find him?
And I'd imagine you would want something in exchange for the information.
No, a favor.
Right.
Make sure he doesn't.
Understood.
In.
I'll respect this. Well, I'll be leaving your territory.
Please do.
The information for them, of course.
What's that?
I will be needing the information as to where he is before we leave.
Oh. That's a good point. So she gives you a brief. It's on a small park further out. About 45 minutes to an hour north.
Right. Thank you for your cooperation. And I make a somewhat hasty retreat.
Well, you managed to not get mauled. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
So he thinks he's being chased now. The pack
Being
is chasing.
followed perpetually.
Pack is chasing now.
You hear a scuttling noise.
I don't want
Yes. He somehow ended up in the basement.
it. I walked into the basement.
You wake up, you're in the basement.
No! It was a dream. I was abducted.
Damn right you did. That'd be my meat shield.
Shit.
Everyone knows the spellcaster's the best meat shield. It's the tastiest.
Yeah, he's
I've heard they're magically delicious.
have a grand taste.
And I am particularly lucky, yes.
So, what do now? To the location they gave you?
Yep, heading straight over there. As quickly as possible. Hopping in my car and going there.
Ran. So, you get there without any real trouble. And you park in the parking lot. Got provided for easy, no problem.
Alright, so I begin heading into the park, also, again, being hyper aware of my surroundings and hoping that nothing horrible happens.
Give me
Found
that.
you.
Give me that perception and alert.
Here we go. This is the one I bought, boys. Eh? I'm thankfully I heightened it. Hey.
So, you problem. Pretty much everything that's world going anything. All the minor.
Hmm.
You're in there for about 20 minutes walking. I only get the feeling that you
The pack is back.
I deleted something by accident on my sheet. I'm not happy about that. Okay,
Control Z. Control Z.
I wish.
All the Control Z's.
I think it was a macro-related thing. I don't really care. But, let's see. So, I look around try to spot anything.
Okay. Give me another roll.
Here we go. Whoa. Emil doesn't want to look.
This is his basement.
I mean, it's better than nothing. So
2
you,
ones, oh my.
yeah, it's probably not best option, but you know that's better than nothing. So you terribly moving down and around. You don't see anyone specifically.
He begins speaking to the wind once more.
Cuckoo, cuckoo, choo-choo.
And it doesn't seem as though that I am, well, being followed by any normal human being, so...
That would be the case at this current point in time, yeah.
Yeah. So, begins speaking. If you are there, I do not mean you any harm whatsoever. I simply wish to speak to you.
After about... I'm out of the bushes. Distance. Being over toward about 30 feet away.
Right. Does he stop where he is, or does he continue walking forward?
Continuing to you.
Okay, I stop in my tracks.
Here, boy.
Boof, boof.
Good evening.
Up and he's like, what do you want?
Simply a conversation.
Like you've got...
Well, I have information that would be quite useful to you. If you are the one that I am looking for. Is it that person that I'm looking for? Does he match the description?
Yeah, he matches it down to the scar on his face.
Which it seems as though you are that person.
As soon as you say that, he like, his fangs are bared. Like, what do you want?
Again, I just simply wish to speak. I don't... Well, I can't imagine that I can harm you in any way. So, I'll be brief, as I'm sure you do not have the time. I know who has caused you your recent amount of grief.
Go on.
And I'm here to also return these which belong to you, as well as also potentially your previous roommate. I give him his notebook full of glyphs, his knife, and his pistol.
Okay. Looks and he's like,
because I was hoping you'd be able to help me deal with a problem that is also tied with this person that has caused all of this. In short, a group of kindred is looking to do something horrendously awful. And it is your previous employer that is the primary cause of this, as far as I'm aware at this current.
And how much are you embellishing in on this lie? Are you pitching it as a lie, or what are you doing?
So far, I'm giving it pretty much straight, just obscuring a few details.
Okay.
Until he
So-
asks for more details.
How do I know?
I have further evidence in my car.
He just narrows his eye.
Again, not sure if you're willing to trust me, but believe me, I am telling the truth.
So
That sound almost freaks me.
he nods his head, indicating for you to.
Right. I go back to my car and retrieve the rest of the evidence. And I try to make it as concise as possible because I don't want to, anger him by taking too long.
You're taking a stroll. You go into the basement.
Hell no, get away from me.
He don't have places to be. He homeless.
He's banished. Come on now.
He's already where he's supposed to be. And his bush is right over there.
Again, not tempting it. So I make it concise and I tell him of this rogue vampire group's plan, or what I assume their plan is, in as much detail as he would be willing to tolerate.
Rouse in disgust and
At this point, I would almost happen to agree. So,
And so you want to use me to go kill them.
I want you to kill this man's lackey so I'm able to speak to him a little bit easier. Yes. If I was able to do so myself, I absolutely would. But I cannot.
So be it.
Now, I do not know yet as to when they will be striking next, but as soon as I have the details, I will contact you in some way. What is your preferred method?
Points over at a payphone.
Very well.
I'll hear it.
Right.
I'm guessing you'll walk over there and grab the number from that payphone.
Yeah.
All right, so you grab the number and doing.
Afterwards, I'll return to him and say, well, I thank you for your cooperation. I've been told by my superiors that I'm not to, well, mingle with any of your kind. So far, all of you have been rather understanding. And I'm thankful for that.
He just. All right. He doesn't care.
Good for him. Well, would you be needing anything else from me?
He sighs and he's like,
Very well.
he just immediately about faces and walks away.
Could you repeat that for a second?
Oh, he does an about face and just walks away.
Ah. There you go. I breathe a sigh of relief. Better than expected. I'm still alive. Well,
No, he's coming
somewhat.
back now.
He's coming back.
Stops for a moment.
Uppercut.
He's like, that sign says no stepping on the grass.
I told you not to step on the grass. You didn't say that to me. Whoops.
Fucking whoops. Die, you fucking leech. Yep, I get in my car and drive the fuck away. That was an ordeal. His unbeating heart is racing.
Well,
Okay, so that's off the
Make it
to-do
out.
list. Done, and done. Excellent. My to-do list is empty. Fuck yeah.
Oh, is that get your ass over here now?
Hell no, get away from me. What time is it now?
it's probably about 1.
Good.
Oh, that's enough time.
Get away from me.
Plenty of time to go back in.
Hell no.
The first time trips too.
That's 4 hours. That's not enough time. You see, we gotta drive over there, then drive back. That's 2 hours. Then we got 2 hours to investigate. That's inadequate.
That's plenty of time. All I need is like 30 seconds for you to take a blow from me.
But yeah, afterwards, he's gonna return home.
All right. So you head on home.
Yep, and he will then call Doran, regretting the moment he picks up the phone.
I'm trying to think what Doran will be doing right now.
Taking care of that basement for me. Because he got impatient.
Doran will pick up. He's home.
Okay. Well. Mill says, well, I took care of all of my errands.
Mm-hmm. How did it go for you?
Well, I'm alive. Well, somewhat.
Always the best. So, got my offer. Did you think about it?
Well, I'll be honest, I did not have the chance to. But if it will only take a few moments, a couple of hours perhaps, then I cannot see the harm in doing so.
We can go tomorrow since it's pretty late.
Right.
If you have others to tag along, more merrier, I say. I know your ghoul has a nice right hook.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with her long.
Don't worry. I don't think my ghoul is coming either. Even though I might drag him along.
We don't need to pile on trauma here. Not on her.
Right. Well, I'm glad that you'll come along. I'll call you tomorrow. If you're not busy, we can head out.
Right.
Clear out that damn basement.
again. I expect you to be doing all of the whatever it is you do.
I'll do my
Shooting.
best. Yes. I just need you to hold some flashlights for me.
Brilliant.
That's what I did today, Zach. I'm just getting ready for a war. I'm getting all the flashlights, all the batteries.
All the battery.
Frank was at Home Depot that morning just buying flashlights, duct tape. Need to duct tape a bunch of flashlights and get a generator, throw that light system down there, light that.
I'm also
whole place
getting
up.
matches and things that
Burn.
yes.
Oh, fucking hellfire. I don't wanna.
Pretty sure all vampires are afraid of fire. Actually, I don't think
Yeah,
I'll touch that.
they are.
Yeah, I won't touch that actually.
This is gonna go poorly if you bring matches. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, come on, do it. It'll be fine. Be good.
No.
No, I'm fine now. Now that I remembered.
I would have a great time.
Make sure I'm good on ammo, which I haven't even shot a fucking shot from my shotgun yet. And
Sure.
I'll actually go to my site earlier that day as well to request something. See if she can help me with my request.
Okay. So, you head over to her place now?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you head over. Doesn't take you very long there, and then looks like she's filling out some paperwork of some fashion. Okay, what can I do for you? You're coming here with some purpose today.
So I have a request. A weapon of some sort.
Of
A
some
knife?
sort.
Yes, but more fancier knife than this one. He pulls out the knife she gave her.
He's just like, I don't. It's the best I got.
I was wondering if you knew some people.
You'd always buddy up with a Tremere, they think. If you trust them.
You told me to stay away from one of them. And the person that's helping me on this investigation is a Tremere. It's his child.
I'm gonna tell you, Nick. Been less than pleasant to us. Almost a millennium.
Right.
So take that with a salt.
I remembered it. Yes, I'm looking for a unique knife if you know anywhere in town. Or someone I can talk to outside of the Tremere.
He's like, so in that case, I can give you some more.
Cut out the last part. Ammunition and then what?
He's like, I can give you ammunition, but I don't have much else to work with.
Right. Alright, I guess I'll find someone else. See if I can talk to local pawn shops or something.
Okay. So you head out to the nearest pawn shop.
See if they can help me out. Yeah, find a certain knife.
A certain knife. What kind of knife are you?
Remember that what we talked about? Like,
Mm.
Dorn's remember
Okay.
something that's like, ooh, that sounds
Hmm.
cool to use.
I mean, maybe if you indicate to her specifically what kind of knife you're looking for.
Yeah, I would have told her, you know, a unique knife. Maybe a what was it from India, right?
Yeah.
What was it from? Yeah, a karambit.
She's like, I can procure them, but they would take time.
How long would you believe this will take?
Well, with shipping, I would estimate that it would probably take about a month.
That would be fun. I will pay for it as well. Thank you.
No, don't worry.
I take it.
All right.
Gotta wait a month. All right, we ain't going hunting for a month now.
Good. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, he would go back to his place and get ready for the next day to clear out a basement.
All right.
During, you know, the day or the night, he's probably like taping on a flashlight to his fucking shotgun and all that. He bought so many flashlights.
All of them.
I would tell Frank as well. I'm like, or call him. I was like, Frank, I believe I'm gonna go back to the basement tomorrow.
Okay. You estimate time wise, it'd probably be best to do. You know,
Yeah, I'm seeing what his reaction is.
all you can hear is just a big
Oh.
sigh of relief.
A relief, he says. We're
The munching.
gonna have another person with us down there, but apparently he's not very combatant for this. But I would guess he's pretty aware. He'll be carrying the flashlights for us, so you don't drop it.
Appreciate that.
Make sure you do have a flashlight or two flashlights on you. One taped to a gun. One just in case.
One taped to your forehead. You don't drop it.
All right.
I'll call you tomorrow to when we're leaving.
Yeah, that works. You can tell he had
Bring the brown pants this time.
bring the brown paint.
And all right.
Important.
Yes.
So,
He hangs
any
up.
action you partaking of?
Let's see, what's my blood pool at? I'm only down by 3.
Didn't feel
4.
like much.
I'm good for now.
I've been below half for like ever. I hate it.
Better get some blood.
Yeah, I gotta. So do that, and then I guess we'll wrap up.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna freebie and say that you guys get super easy.
Oh, we
At
got
this
it.
point, yeah. At this point, you're healed enough that you're getting blood. Actual thing prevent thwarting.
Hey. Back up to full for once. It's been weeks.
But down by 1 for next day.
Yep, fuck my life. I'm gonna do that right now. Just progress the day to the 18th, and it's a Sunday.
How perfect to go demon hunting on the Sunday.
Yeah, I know. I was about to make that comment.
Here.
Okay. Well, that's that.
Pretty good time.
Mhm.
So, put up there.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Wait for Esmeralda, and if she gets on, Mel will probably talk to her.
Always be fun. Like, hey, listen.
I'm gonna need you to stand in front of me because you probably can fight better than I can.
Oh, you're up front.
Get away from me!
I need to light up front this time.
Fuck. Here, I'll just. Well, how tall is everyone? That's what I need to know.
How tall am I? 5'11".
Also 5'11". Fuck. I was gonna stand in the back and just shine it over all of you.
10 out of 10. Alright, so I guess with that, I will XP to everyone.
You're cutting up.
So with that, I guess everyone's gonna get XP for their fantastic efforts for the day.
3 XPs. Ooh.
If you will be spending them for me up.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna shoot you what I spent my other ones on right now. There. At least that better be it. I hope I didn't change anything. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, upgrading those up. Probably a good idea.
Appropriate. Yes.
You better be upgrading some firearms.
Fuck away from me.
Or melee, or something.
Hey, he's gonna get
No.
a secondary ability in flashlight handling.
Flashlight handling.
Okay, so with that all said and done.
Yeah. Night party peoples.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have fun. Go the hell to sleep.